What's up, YouTube family? It's K-Star, and I'm here to do my week 28 post-op VSG update video. Coming to you from a different room. We're actually in my bedroom right now. I am at home packing and cleaning. As you can see, I have some things that I still need to take off the wall in here. But I hope all of you are having a really awesome new year and you're out doing something really fun. I unfortunately need to be an adult and stay in tonight and get my shit done. My bad for putting so much of it off to the last minute. But I'm going to go out for my birthday, so I'm not too worried about it. But yes, go out, drink a few for me, and have fun, be safe. Love you all. I'm gonna just run through numbers really quickly because everything else I have to talk about in this video is not super related to weight loss surgery. Kind of, but not entirely. It's more just life stuff. I'm gonna sound a little bit like a broken record from last week, and I apologize, but let's go ahead and do numbers real quick. Highest weight, 301.2 pounds. I had VSG on June 18th, 2013, I weighed 291. Last week, I weighed 191.6. And this week, I weigh 185.6. So that is exactly a 6-pound loss from last week. And I was looking at the stats from my past few videos because I was thinking, I feel like I've had some pretty significant losses here recently in a row. And I realized that in the past 3 weeks, I've lost like 15 pounds. And I think that is a testament to my stress level. Before surgery, stressing out made me gain weight like crazy. And it was probably because I would eat my emotions and I didn't even realize that I was eating my emotions. Whereas this past week, I owned up to that, to you guys last Tuesday on Christmas Eve when I told you that I binged on Chinese food. No, I haven't done it again because I felt disgusting later. But my stomach's been really upset this past week. So I've done pretty much nothing but liquids. In the evenings, I'll have like chicken and mushrooms or green beans or something like that. Because in the evenings, my stomach seems to be a little bit better. But in the mornings, it's really, really upset. And I'm afraid that I won't hold down solid food. So I just haven't really pushed it. So while I'm happy that now stress apparently makes me lose weight like crazy, I don't feel like what I'm doing right now is very sustainable. A liquid diet, not hitting very many calories at all. Like on an average day, if I do 2 shakes and 1 meal, I'll hit like maybe 600 calories, something like that. So that's not terrible, but it's kind of not that much because I still go work out. And when I go work out, I'm finding that I'm getting dizzy again. I don't have the strength that I want, and that's not good. That's not how I want to feel. That doesn't make me feel like I'm being very healthy. So once I get back to Oklahoma, I am going to attempt to get myself back into my regular routine of just having 1 shake in the morning and then eating multiple small things throughout the day and try to get back to like a consistent loss. Like I don't mind if it's a small loss, especially being 15.6 pounds away from goal. I'm fine with losing, less each week as long as it is consistent. But I feel like dropping 15 plus pounds inside of a month when you're almost 7 months out, yeah, it's nice. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's not sustainable, and I'm trying not to get used to it. So, and I don't want to get used to being this stressed to where my stomach is just like freaking out all the time. But before surgery, everything that's been going on right now would have derailed me, and I haven't let it do that. And I feel like the surgery has definitely helped me keep that into perspective. Last week I came to you guys and I told you that I was really stressed, but I wasn't completely honest with you guys as to why, and I feel like I need to be. But I am going to take a note from Sarah Spoon's book on this one and say right now that this will be the only time that I talk about this publicly. If it's something that you're going through on a personal level and you want to talk to me about it, that's one thing. But this will probably be the only time I really talk about it here. And I'm not going to say much out of respect for the other people involved. But last week, Chad and I made the decision to split up. That decision was really kind of finalized last Sunday and Monday. And Tuesday morning, he chose to pack up and go home. We are both from Oklahoma, so that's where he went. He went back to his family there. I am still going through with my move. We just will not be living together when we get there. I wanted to tell you guys last week. I wanted to sit down and make a Thursday video about it last week, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it without just being kind of a wreck, and I'm just not comfortable being that way. I'm afraid of what I'll say. You guys all know I'm excellent at running my mouth. So, out of respect for him, I just wanted to wait until I was ready to put it out there in a calmer fashion. So, I'm not trying to be cold or robotic right now, but that's what's going on. I thought he could stay until the 1st. I was fine with him staying until the 1st because then his mother would have been out here and he wouldn't have had to make the drive back by himself. I really didn't want him to drive all that way alone, but that is not what he wanted. He wanted to go ahead and leave when he did, and so I respected him and his decision, and I let him go. He did make it back safely. Thank God. The weather was fine. The roads were fine. He made it. We have spoken since he's been back. It's been brief. I just need time to myself. It was emotional when he left. Christmas Day was interesting, but I feel like I needed to be by myself. I needed time to reflect. And even though it is strange being apart from him after 3.5 years of living with somebody, of course it's going to be weird, but I do feel like I made the best decision for me. And you guys know that a big part of this journey for me has been being able to be honest with myself. That's something that I feel like I've really had to work on, and allowing myself to really feel and process my own emotions from that has been a challenge, has been a huge challenge. I can make up excuses as to why, but the fact is I have a wall up the majority of the time, and it's really hard for me to let people past it. And it's hard for me to have emotions on the outside of my body, and that's not healthy to bottle everything up constantly. And I've had to really recognize that within myself throughout this journey, and with the move, and with the issues that Chad and I were having, and all the things that were about to change in our lives. I felt like I had to be honest not only with myself but with the other people involved in the situation. That was the most fair way to handle it, even though it was difficult and it was painful and it was inconvenient and it was really shitty timing. It needed to happen. And I feel better now that I've done it. I feel like I don't have so much weight on my shoulders. Like I needed to get it out there in the open. I hate that I had to hurt people in order to do it, but what's worse? Lying to yourself and lying to others, or just getting it out there and hashing it out? I feel like a lot of times in this journey it would be easy to whitewash over some of the issues that come up, and it's easy to celebrate all of the good things that happen, but I truly believe that I can't fully appreciate the good without appreciating the not so good. And that's why I do what I do. That's why I tell you guys all the shit that I tell you, because this is it. This is life. This is real. And the first time I opened up, somebody told me, you should never feel bad about it, and you should always open up and share your emotions, because you never know who you could be helping. And I took that to heart, because it's true. It's true. You never know who's out there watching that could be going through the same thing, you could help them, or they could help you, or whatever. So that's why I do my best to be as open and honest with you guys as I can be, because this is real. These things happen. So that's the whole story as to why I'm stressed out. It's not just the move. It's not just the new job. It's not just leaving my friends and my clients. It's a lot more than that. And I feel like things are about to get better. I feel like the worst of it, like, we've kicked everything out there in the open. There's nothing really left to say. I just feel like I need to give myself permission to be selfish right now. And I feel like Chad and I both deserve a chance to figure out who we are and what we need apart from each other right now. And or at least that's what I need. I'm not going to speak for him. I'm not going to speak about him. I'm going to speak for myself, and that is, I need this. I need this right now. I need to be on my own to a certain extent. I need my support system. I need you guys. I need my friends and my family. And there's been certain people around me recently that have been pretty much the only thing keeping me together, and you all know who you are. So thank you, and I love you, and I appreciate you putting up with my crazy ass. But during this journey, sometimes what you go through has nothing to do with the number on the scale, and it has nothing to do with weight loss or you as a weight loss surgery patient. It just has to do with you and your journey. And yeah, maybe some of the things that you want and you need, and some of the things that you're feeling, could be a result of, or could be a part of, your weight loss journey. But it's all you in the end. It's you becoming a more whole and complete person. And it's not always pretty. Like, the biggest thing for me has been my level of self-honesty, me having to look inwardly and to own up to my mistakes, and to appreciate where those things have brought me, and to forgive myself for a lot of stuff, and to admit to myself a lot of stuff. And it's not always nice. Not everything is some gorgeous explosion of self-knowledge. Sometimes what we find out is inconvenient or is painful. And I think it's almost more important to recognize those things more than it is to recognize the good ones, because all of this is about bringing about permanent change and becoming, for me at least, the person that I feel like I want to be, for me to realize my full potential. So it's a work in progress, and it's not always fun, but it's all completely necessary. So that's what's up. That's all I got. I think 15 minutes of me repeating myself is long enough. So I love all you guys. I really hope you're all having an awesome new year. And when I see you guys again, I will be in a very different location. I'll be in Oklahoma, which is fucking crazy to think about. I still have a lot to do, so I'm going to get back to it. And everybody be safe, and I love you, and I appreciate all of the continued support, and just the closeness of this community continues to blow me away all the fucking time. So keep it up, and I love you all. I'll see you next Tuesday.